My name's Ellie, welcome to my channel. Today we're doing another sister palette video with the Urban Decay Urban Spectrum and the Tarte Make Believe in Yourself. I put this a little further in just because I didn't want to do back to back with the same palette unless we were doing a thing, which we might do a thing next week. But I try to speed stuff up and already did my eyeshadow primer and setting it, so we should be just going in directly. I'm gonna go with Myth again just because I want to pretend like this combination has mattes, because otherwise it's just one or two out of each. And I know that goes against my whole plan to do easy looks. A very easy look out of this would be to pair something with a darker version of itself and do an easy little two-toned lid, which I very well might do. I kind of have several things I want to do with this, and we'll see which one actually ends up on my face. Yeah, I don't want to keep rambling at you guys and doing unnecessary steps when nothing's happening to me. I'm at home. I'm still watching a shit ton of Grey's Anatomy. I'm sure you guys don't want me recapping just random bits of the plot. What is there? Ah, there's a fuzzy in my lip balm. I looked into the price of chickens and cows. My sister, her parrot passed. And she's not a dog person. And normally what I do, the few times one of our pets have died, is get the next pet. It helps me a lot just to have the new one to cuddle with and be cute and kind of distract me while getting over the fact that one of my pets has died. It's not everybody's thing, but it is my thing. So, since I really don't know what to say most of the time when somebody's pet has died, so I was like, well, you want to go and get a new one? Which we can't do right now because all of the shelters and such, as far as I know, are closed. I know there was a whole spiel about trying to find fosters, which we have a cat who is, she's good to us, but she's very aggressive to other animals, so we can't foster anybody. She attacks dogs, she doesn't like other cats, we can't foster anything with her around, which is fine, because she's the goal. Oh no, I have to plan. We're just gonna pick some stuff up and we'll see what happens. I kind of really want to use Deep End. It's one of the darker but really interesting shades from this. Like, the purples are nice and I really do like Omen. Omen's a lovely shade and I've used the shit out of Evidence, but this is a cool one. Junkie's nice as well. This just has more something. So I want to put Deep End on the outer half, and I think I'm gonna go in with Marvel and kind of do like a mint into that. If it is too wide of a difference in color depth, then we might go in with Dream or Fairy, but I'm gonna start with Deep End. Just putting brushes everywhere. So yeah, my sister's parrot has passed. It was very sudden. Apparently birds are like a lot of animals in that they don't really tell you when something's wrong. They just kind of hide. So that's no good. And we were discussing stuff because she doesn't want a cat, which is fine. I'm a big fan of cats, but I know not everybody is, and she's not a dog person. She's kind of a bird person, but also is aware that with having 2 small children and she works full time, she can't give the attention to a pet, anything that can't come and get her. That's my rule. Is I'm like, hey, I don't do caged pets because it's hard, it's complicated, so many extra steps. And if the pet can't come and get me when it needs attention, I'm gonna forget about it. Even if it's in like the main room, be like, oh yeah, I have a pet over there. But I'm not gonna get it out and play with it as much as I probably give attention to our cat, because if the cat wants something, she comes and gets me. She makes it known. She doesn't wait for me. Well, she waits for me sometimes, but if she needs something, like to go outside, or food, or she's bored, she comes and annoys you until you do something about it. Which is a great trait, in that she's never going to get neglected, because she'll come and find us. She's hungry, she will meow your ear off until you give her the food she wants, because she gets kibbles and wet food depending on, I don't know, there's a system that I don't know, so I just give her whatever. She is really good at self-regulating how much she eats, so I don't worry about overfeeding her. Although the cat we had when I was a kid, he got real fat, so we had to diet him and he hated it. Oh, but yeah. She gets food, she gets attention, she gets to go inside and outside, because she is a inside-outside cat. Oh, I like that a lot. It's quite stark, but it's fine. I am going to take a different color on my lower lash line. I want to do, maybe I'll do Madness. I kind of want to mix something, but that's a bad idea. So let's do Madness, and then I'll potentially like wrap it up a little bit in the corner to add some framing, so I don't have my normal crease options to deepen stuff. So instead I'm blending out the blue into my crease. I know some people do looks with shimmer and their crease. I just have never been one to do it. Like, unless I'm doing a challenge, I don't use shimmer in the crease, but I actually kind of like how that turned out, so we might go in a little bit. See what happens. I'm gonna go in with, sorry, my nose itches. A little bit of a fluffy brush and pick up Madness. And just kind of put a little something in the crease. Oh no, if I figure out how to use shimmers in the crease, I'm gonna start doing all sorts of ridiculous stuff. I'll be unstoppable. That looks nice. I'm going to be one of those people that uses shimmers in a crease now. Oh no. So I'm just going back in with Deep End to make sure that the color stands out. We didn't lose it by putting blue over top. And then a little bit of Marble. And then I kind of want to use Mystic in the inner corner, but it might be too dark. But I do have Flatline. I think we're going to go with Flatline, which is just ending up as me using mostly things from the Spectrum palette. But it'll be fine. Yeah, Flatline ends up working more as a satiny shade for me, but that's fine. Put we're gonna blend everything soon. I think I'm gonna pop a little bit of the center highlight from the Make Believe in Yourself on top. You can't see. It's fine. Okay. Then we get to do a quick little blend on the crease. And that was very fast. And that's the eye look. Okay. On into the rest of the stuff we're doing with my face. Which is, you know, the normal bronzer, blush, highlight, shenanigans. I do have an eyebrow pencil I will use. I placed my order for more foundation because my foundation, the one I'm mixing in to deepen my Too Light shade, is almost done. So I also ordered some more powder. I really haven't been liking the Fit Me, and I want something to kind of use as well and alternate so I don't hate it the whole time I'm using it. But since I've been liking the brow thing that I've been doing, I ordered a darker brow thing to play with. So I have a new brow pencil to try out. Not going to likely use it on its own all the time, but it seemed like a good thing to test out at the beginning. Oh, so my sister, their family pet, it's a parrot, passed. Not really wanting a cat, not very into dogs, and doesn't want another caged pet to do that extra cage work on top of the small children. We were talking about chickens. Because I love the idea of backyard chickens. I want them. I'm hoping it'll happen at some point. And one of her friends from one of the mom groups she's in has a backyard chicken coop. And so we were discussing all the different shenanigans. Like the fact that hens only lay for like the first 2 to 3 years of their life. But they live to be like 8. So whether you would want to eat the chicken afterwards, not likely because she is going vegetarian, at least as vegetarian as she can manage right now. Since she did have issues balancing protein and stuff like that with her last pregnancy. So, probably wouldn't want to kill and eat her own animals, which is a thing not everybody's into. That's fine. I'm assuming that if I had backyard chickens, I would be too attached to them as pets to want to eat them. But I also really like chickens, so we would find out. But we were also talking about the logistics. If you got one chicken, and then whenever a chicken stopped laying eggs, you got another chicken, you would, you know, have, a small little gaggle of 4 or so chickens. And then your chickens would have buddies, but you'd still have eggs, and whether or not it's legal in the place that she's in, and how much it costs to feed them and maintain them, and then I was reminded that I want a fluffy cow. I want one of the cows with the big, dense, fluffy coats, which is probably not a great plan for Missouri because it gets hot here and they might overheat, but I just love fluffy chickens and fluffy cows. So we were looking into what types of cows do that, how you would be pasteurizing the milk if you were doing that, because I feel like it's a little extra to buy one cow and then butcher it immediately. I would most likely want to make some type of milk out of it, and or just have a cow. Have a big, happy cow. I would obviously need a lot of land for a cow, but this is in the theoretical future where I have like a house and the middle of nowhere in a bunch of land and I can have grazing animals. Because I also want goats. I have a lot of fun with goats. Oh, I do like that. Makes me wonder how close of a look I could do with this to something out of the electric palette. That will be something for another day. Okay, blush and bronzer are on. So it's a flat pencil, and I've kind of played with it, but we'll see what happens. Because I'm not the biggest fan of like faking actual hair texture, in that I'm not good at it, and I don't truly care enough to do it. But I thought, like, yeah, if you're better at this and you can make individual hair textures, knock yourself out. I don't care that much. That's not a bad brow. Yeah, that works. Sorry, I'm focusing. I know. It's boring to watch me silently do things you guys could probably do much better than me. That's not a great brow, but yeah. It'll do. Oh, it looks so bad. Luckily, that's not what I got this for. I got this to add tails to my brow while doing other things with it. I got a lot of powder in my eyes while doing my eyes, so. I think we can get away with the frosty highlights today. So I'm going to go into Blue Ice, which we have a little bit, itty bit of pan from playing, because I've been doing my makeup. It's reminding me, since I didn't do a lot of makeup last year, how much easier it is to pan stuff, because I was feeling a little discouraged in that things were taking a while to pan. And I forgot that, like, I was not wearing makeup every day last year. I was wearing it more on the weekends, and even then, not every weekend. So yeah, of course stuff took longer to pan because I wasn't using it. Even when I was using stuff, I wasn't necessarily using the same product. That was potentially too much, but it's fine. And now that I've been home and doing my makeup every day, and even then, I was doing more makeup at my new job than at my old job because I start later. And now I'm just like, oh yeah, that's why it's usage is required for panning. You can't pan stuff without using it, and the more you use it, the faster it's gonna go. And if you're doing makeup every day with the same base products like blush and bronzer and highlighter and foundations and whatnot, you're gonna go through them. That's very simple. Why did I forget about that? But apparently, I did. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm hitting pan in so many things. I'm finishing up things. I'm doing stuff. I'm doing the thing. Yeah, because I'm wearing my makeup. Like, I'm not really doing much on panning eyeshadow right now, but blush, bronzer, foundation, primer, mascaras, they're going because I'm using them. Yeah, so there was a lot of researching and learning about chickens and cows last night. It was fun. It was good. I like learning about future things. Just like I would love to be able to, like, foster a wolf. They're big, they're fluffy, I want to cuddle them, and I don't have an appropriate self-preservation part of me that says, no, don't go pet the bear or the wolf or the lion or something. And I'm not talking, like, in a zoo in a nice, safe environment. Like, if I somehow was out and about and I ran into a bear, I normally think, ooh, you look fluffy, I wonder if I can... Nope, don't pet the bear. But there's that part of my brain that's almost winning, saying, yes, go pet the bear. I bet it's real soft. So, the idea of having, like, a pet wolf would be awesome. Because I feel like, you know, my brain says they're just like a really big dog. They're not, but the part of my brain that wants one thinks they are. And on this theoretical future house in the woods in the middle of nowhere, there's no problems with me having a pet wolf. Other than it's illegal. And then I did some research into, like, how close to a wolf you can get. You can get wolf dogs that are, like, 98% wolf or something. And then it had all the different things of what you'd need, how likely they are to get along with your other pets, and all this other stuff. And I'm like, oh, way to ruin my plan to just spontaneously get a wolf dog. Which was a bad plan. When you're thinking about getting a pet, do all the research first so you're not surprised by the stuff they do. Just like I still would really, really like a serval. I want a big cat. I know I'm not allowed a tiger or a lion, and there are problems with that, but like a cat the size of a greyhound, which is what a serval is, with other issues and other complications. Want one. Do I have the commitment to go get an exotic animal license and all of that and find the right place who has the right ordinances that allow me to have one? No, I'm just going to look at pictures from afar. Probably end up getting something like a Maine Coon cat that's the size of a small dog. Even then, unlikely. We go to pounds and shelters and we find a cat we get along with and we take it home. We get the cat that we get. Same thing if I wanted a dog. There end up, my neighbors have a farm out of town that they end up with a lot of stray dogs and puppies left on the property, so if I ever wanted a dog, I would just say next time you're at the farm, bring me one, and I would get a dog. That's how most of their dogs end up. They're like, well, it was on the property, wandering around, it stuck around for a couple days, it was very friendly, we got it dewormed and checked out by a vet, and it's our dog now. I do like how that turned out. Didn't have a plan, still like how it finished. My hair is just long enough to all go up in the clip now, which I appreciate because it kind of maintains the part that I do when I... Oh, my hair's still damp. We're gonna have a weird dent in it. Oh, the weird dent. It'll be fine. Nobody around me cares. What should we do for lips? We'll do the lipstick I don't like. This is Bite Beauty Salted Caramel French Press Lip Gloss. I really don't like it. It's too thick and the applicator doesn't pick up much at all. I like the color. Like, I really like the color, and I wanted to like the formula, but it's just, it's too thick. It's sticky. I always wondered why people were talking about lip glosses being sticky and why that was a bad thing. It's because I hadn't really had a sticky one. This is sticky. And they went a direction with the coffee scent that is different than I would have expected. Like, in theory, I would like it, because I do like coffee, even when it's not sweetened and covered in milk and sugar. But the gloss, in my opinion, ends up smelling like burnt coffee. Like, the coffee is there, but so is like a little bit of burnt something. So I have a full size to go through, so I have to use it sometime. But like, it's a nice gloss aesthetically. It's too thick, so it's hard to apply. And it kind of sometimes pools funny. Like, you have to get it just right and then not mess with it too much. It is sticky. And it smells like burnt coffee, as opposed to like a smell like a nice... What are you? Like a nice salted caramel latte. No. It smells like burnt coffee. The eyes turned out nicely. And I learned things about chickens. I feel like it'd be a lot of fun. Like, my uncle has chickens. A couple of my friends have chickens. I also want chickens. They look like fun. They are fun. The ones I played with are fun. And then you get eggs. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you tomorrow. We have like 1 or 2 more days of sister palettes, I think. I should know. It was my plan. I don't know it. If you have kept a cow as a pet, what tips do you have for when I eventually convince the boyfriend and we get the right space and I have enough money to buy and maintain a cow? Are the Highland ones as fun as they look? They're real cute. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Oh, and chickens. Do you have any tips for chickens if my sister decides that chickens are the next pet? Any suggestions? Any preferences? I know there's some really cool looking ones. My sister used to get the calendar of extraordinary chickens with like the weird fur patterns and everything. But are those like realistic pets or are those like show things? I'll see you guys next time.